Hello everyone, it's AJ and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new movie review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the movie The Lost City, starring Sandra, Bullock and Channing Tatum. So let's get into it. Okay, yeah, I've been looking forward to this one. Been looking forward to watching it quite a bit. I thought the trailers looked quite good. My sort of film. Fantastic cast in it. Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, Daniel Radcliffe, Brad Pitt. So what's this story about for this film? So, romance in stone, pretty much. But no. So Sandra Bullock plays Loretta Sage, who is a romance novelist, sort of action romance kind of a novelist. But she's cut herself off from the world, shall we say. She had history, husband dying several years before, who was like an archaeologist type, and she utilised his work into her stories. She knows a little bit about and also her backstory and all sorts sort of thing. Channing Tatum is her cover model for her books. And we get into this story where Daniel Radcliffe's character wants to find this this treasure, and she might know where the treasure is, Sandra Bullock's character, because she's utilised in her latest book some of her husband's work, and she's translated this ancient writing correctly. So Daniel Radcliffe believes that she's the key to getting this treasure. So he subsequently kidnaps her, takes her off to this island to look for this treasure. Channing Tatum's Alan, or Dash, as his character is known in the books, he goes after her on a rescue mission. Calling in a little bit of help from Brad Pitt, who plays a character called Jack Trainer, who's someone that he went to once at this guru type of a place where they could get in touch with their inner selves and all this sort of nonsense. So the film is a sort of action comedy, getting from A to B, travelling the world across one side of this jungle to another to find this treasure, escape the bad guys, all this sort of a thing. Like I said, you've got a fantastic cast, and that's what drew me to this film, is that cast alone. Sandra Bullock's always good. Channing Tatum, I do like Channing Tatum quite a bit. I think he's fantastic and he's got good comedic timing. Daniel Radcliffe, although I didn't like Harry Potter, I think he's sort of come into his own and he's doing some interesting projects. And Brad Pitt, what else can you say? Now, Brad Pitt is only in this film in short sequences. He's in cameo appearances. Well, no, it's a little bit of an extended cameo more than anything else. He does get in on a bit of the action. He does have some action scenes of his own, and he does pop up in a wonderful end credit scene as well. Keep your eye out for that if you watch this film and you get that far. However, as fantastic as this film looks, and it does look very good, as fantastic as all the actors are in it, I believe there's something missing for me. The film didn't wow me as much as it should have. Now, interestingly, I watched Uncharted about 2 weeks ago. Very sort of similar sort of film, that sort of action adventure, a little bit of comedy thrown in. But Uncharted was far more entertaining than this was. Now, I felt that Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum didn't really play off of each other too well. Although they're wonderful actors in their own right, I don't feel their chemistry was as strong as what it should have been in the film. Brad Pitt, however, his chemistry off of Channing Tatum, they were fantastic. They were really good together, and I'd love to have seen a whole film with those two in it. Daniel Radcliffe is sort of pretty mediocrely written villain within the film. His character of Abigail Fairfox, it could have been any actor in that role, and it would have made no real change to the movie whatsoever. He didn't bring too much to it. Now, unfortunately, I believe that these issues can be attributed to the director, or I should say directors. You got two directors on this film, Adam Nee and Aaron Nee. Brothers, obviously, and I think that shows because the film feels like it's got identity issues. There's small scenes seem more violent than what they should be, or more graphic. The comedy doesn't feel like it's exactly there, and unfortunately the story for this screenplay was written by 4 people. 4 people worked on it, including the 2 directors, and Dana Fox and Owen Uziel. Yeah, so the film is lacking. I came away from it and I was like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure on this film. It's very middle of the road. It's one of those films that I thought was going to be far better than what it was, and would have worked far better than what it did. That being said, it is very much Romance in the Stone. It feels very much like that, because obviously you've got this romance story going on between Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum as well. She's getting over the death of her husband, which has been for some few years. Channing Tatum secretly likes her, and as the story progresses, she comes to realise there's more to him than just this sort of body model that he does and this sort of a thing. Yeah, so music within the film is done by Pinar Toprak. Now, that doesn't really mean anything to me. This is a composer that's worked on Captain Marvel, the Krypton TV series, Stargirl, the TV series, as well as a wealth of other projects, and I'm sure they're pretty good in their own right. However, there's no real music within the film that stands out for me. The film does have a few laughs in it. The actors do the best with what they've got, but it just doesn't gel. It just doesn't gel properly. Like I said, I think I need a second watch to actually make a final decision on the film. But then that is just me. Anyway, but a few little trivia bits about this movie. Okay, so Brad Pitt formed a friendship with Sandra Bullock on the set of Brad Pitt's new upcoming movie Bullet Train. Now this here is the reason how Brad Pitt came to be in this film, cast in a sort of extended cameo himself because of Sandra Bullock doing a cameo on that movie. Hope I haven't spoiled that movie for you, but there you go. Originally, Ryan Reynolds was actually in the casting for the Channing Tatum part, but they couldn't work out a deal. If he had been, this would have been a reunion for Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds, because they worked on the proposal together. There was actually a 16 years age gap between Tatum and Bullock. And this film was actually filmed in the Dominican Republic. But there you go, a few little bits about the film. Now, like I said, it's a film I really need to watch again. It wasn't a bad film. I just feel that it missed the mark for some reason. I do think it was too many chefs in the kitchen. But there you go. My opinion. If you've seen it, let me know what you think of the film. Let me know your thoughts on this movie. While you're there, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, thumbs up, all that. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care all and goodbye.